Below are 10 signs that you have a connection with Buddha. These signs not only show a deep connection with spirituality, but also are the foundation for a happy and peaceful life. When you realize these things in your daily life, you will find your life becomes more meaningful, and happiness will come from the simplest things. Buddha is always in your heart. Practicing Buddhism is not only about rituals or external forms, but also about your soul and daily behavior. Buddha is everywhere means that Buddha is present everywhere, not limited by space or time. People who have Buddha in their hearts are people who live with morality, compassion, and wisdom. They do not need to look for Buddha far away, because Buddha is enlightenment and inner peace. Practicing Buddhism is the process of self-training the soul, eliminating greed, anger, and ignorance to achieve purity and liberation. When the mind always has Buddha, people will find true peace and happiness in life, despite all difficulties. Abandon evil desires. Those who have a connection with Buddha will abandon all evil desires. Buddhist scriptures mention that if the ego and love are not severed, it is difficult to enter the realm of purity. Love, hate, gratitude, and revenge are all obstacles to emotions. People make themselves suffer because they pursue wrong things. Today's stubbornness can lead to tomorrow's regret. Remember, if you don't make yourself upset, others won't be able to make you upset. If your mind can't get rid of evil desires, life will be difficult to be peaceful. That's why letting go of desires in your heart is also having a connection with Buddha, a peaceful mind facing life. Buddha connection is a kind of peaceful state of mind. People often live in error, losing their way because of the temptations of the ordinary. The more ambitious we are, the more stressful and troubled our lives become, unable to feel the joy of life as well as the moments of leisure. Those who keep their minds calm in the midst of a bustling life will always have a peaceful and happy life. Moreover, being responsible for one's actions is a sign of enlightenment and maturity. People who understand themselves, know what they should do, and are aware of the consequences of their actions are living in awareness. They do not blame circumstances, but frankly acknowledge their responsibility. In Buddhism, every action sows cause and creates results. People who are responsible for their actions not only cultivate themselves, but also demonstrate compassion and wisdom. Living like that is having a connection with Buddha, because it is the path to purity and peace. In addition, having good beliefs is a key factor that helps people overcome challenges in life. Belief in the heart is not simply trust, but also an invisible force that pushes us forward. It affects the way each person looks at life and makes decisions. People with affinity with Buddha will always keep good beliefs in their hearts, opening the door to welcome good things. In times of suffering, they still firmly believe in the future, believing that suffering is only temporary and good things will come. Good beliefs not only help you overcome difficulties, but also spread to those around you, inspiring them to seek light in life. In short, good beliefs are the foundation for a happy and peaceful life, the motivation to help you find light even in the darkest times of life. On the other hand, working with wisdom is a clear sign of people with affinity with Buddha. Buddha affinity is not only a spiritual connection, but also clear wisdom, helping you clearly perceive the nature of things and phenomena around you. When using wisdom, you will save time and effort, reduce worries, and increase work efficiency. People with wisdom are aware of themselves, know how to apply knowledge into practice to change themselves and influence others. They not only complete their tasks, but also find ways to make their work better. When looking at life with wisdom, they analyze situations and make reasonable decisions, gaining many advantages in life. Wisdom also helps people live more peacefully and freely. They are less affected by negative emotions and see each challenge as an opportunity to learn and grow. In short, working with wisdom not only leads to success, but also brings happiness to themselves and those around them, contributing to building a better world. Furthermore, knowing how to control oneself is one of the important virtues of Buddhist practitioners. People with a connection with Buddhism do not let negative emotions dominate, but learn to control and master themselves in the face of life's challenges and temptations. When one has self-control, one does not get carried away by anger, greed, or anxiety, but instead remains calm and clear-headed to think clearly. This self-control does not come immediately, but is the result of a process of persistent practice. At first, you may find it difficult, even painful, to control your strong emotions. However, when you overcome these challenges, you will realize that life becomes easier. Your relationships with those around you will also be better, and you will feel peace in your soul. Buddha taught that self-control not only helps us avoid wrong actions, but also helps us understand ourselves and the world better. When you keep your mind pure, everything around you will also change. You will no longer be controlled by emotions, but instead will be tolerant and peaceful. Ultimately, restraint will yield sweet rewards, bringing you closer to enlightenment and liberation. Besides, generosity to others is a profound expression of true compassion in Buddhism. Compassion is not only loving those who love you, but also being tolerant and understanding of those who have opposing views or even dislike you. People with Buddha affinity are those who know how to be generous, love others as themselves, and do not let negative emotions dominate. When faced with the wrongdoings of others, instead of being angry or criticizing, they choose to use a compassionate heart to transform and tolerate. They understand that each person has their own difficulties and sufferings, and their actions may stem from ignorance or unresolved pain. Therefore, showing generosity will not only help others feel loved, but also create a positive environment, encouraging change and growth. Generosity is not only a noble virtue, but also a path to peace of mind. When we know how to open our hearts, we will no longer feel lonely or hurt by the actions of others. Instead, we will feel connected and empathetic with everyone around us, thereby enhancing our awareness of ourselves and the presence of Buddha in our hearts. Being generous with others not only helps build good relationships, but also brings us closer to the path of enlightenment. Knowing how to wait is an important art of living that people with a connection to Buddha often practice. When we learn to wait, we are not only patient but also live peacefully, accepting life as it is. This helps us not to be caught up in haste or anxiety, but instead find peace in the present. Waiting does not mean being passive, but facing adversity with gratitude. When we feel grateful for our current situation, no matter how difficult it is, we can easily find meaning in every challenge. Waiting gives us time to reflect, and from there, Buddha affinity will naturally appear in our lives. Moreover, knowing how to wait helps release pressure and avoid pursuing frivolous goals. People who know how to wait have faith that everything comes at the right time. It is this patience and serenity that will lead us to enlightenment and true happiness. Living well is a core principle in Buddhism, demonstrating harmony between people and themselves, with others and with all things. Buddha affinity is goodness, and people who live well open their hearts to receive the light of Buddhism. Good actions, originating from compassion and wisdom, not only benefit themselves but also the community. When living well, each individual sows the seeds of cause and effect, creating opportunities with Buddhism. Small acts like helping, listening, and showing gratitude are ways to do good deeds every day, bringing joy and peace to both yourself and others. The path to Buddhism is not just chanting or participating in rituals, but also showing it in every action. A good person knows how to cherish every moment and realizes that goodness is the source of happiness. Living a good life is not just a choice, but a commitment to yourself and the world around you, helping to create a peaceful and harmonious living environment. Blessings to those who have a connection with Buddha. May compassion and wisdom always accompany you on every step of your life. May you find peace of mind, not only for yourself, but also for those around you. Let the light of Buddha illuminate your decisions and actions, helping you overcome all difficulties and challenges. As each day passes, I hope you realize the magic in every moment, feeling happiness from the simplest things. May you always persevere on the path of practice, constantly expanding your love and tolerance to everyone, including those with different views. May your connection with Buddha bring you good and meaningful things and contribute to building a peaceful world filled with love. Your life will become more beautiful when you always live according to the spirit of Buddhism, and remember that every good deed is a step closer to enlightenment. Thank you for following this article. Hopefully the signs shared will help you realize your destiny with Buddha, thereby bringing happiness and peace in life. Each of us has our own path, but when we recognize and accept our destiny, we will find deep meaning in every moment. Wishing you eternal happiness and peace in life. Please share your views and thoughts in the comment section below to discover more valuable lessons from life together. Don't forget to follow the channel so you don't miss out on other interesting and useful content that we will continue to share. I look forward to seeing you in the next posts, where we will explore more wonders of life and spirituality together. Wishing you a day full of energy and joy.